2. Hey man, we got 2024 June Flight 1v1 stats record shot chart. Now I know I did not watch all the flight videos on camera, but I have been staying in tune and I have been seeing all flight games. So I'm very interested because this is one of flight better years driving, worse years shooting. So I want to see how these start chart. Oh my goodness, I want to see how these numbers looking for flight, man. Y'all make sure I hit that sub button, hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get into the video. No, it ain't a stats video unless Legends produce it. You heard? Damn, if you're gonna play. If you hear gunshots, it's 4th of July.
What's good, YouTube? Today I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be breaking down June Flight's 1v1s. Of course, this has been a tradition for the past 4 to 5 years, so it's only right to bring this series back. In today's video, I'll be analyzing his overall game, his June record, his June stats, and even provide a shot chart at the end. Then right after that, I will be comparing this June Flight to the past versions to see if it really got better. This video took quite a while to put together, so without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's talk about June Flight's overall game this year. Offensively, he was actually attacking way more to the basket. Flight finally realized that he's 6'3", so he started to absorb way more contact. In fact, Flight was able to develop a nice left-hand touch at the rim. One of his go-to
3 and he just now started driving to the rim is absolutely crazy. I drive to the rim now and I'm 6 feet tall. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Moves was this left-hand floater, which seemed to be pretty hard to defend. Back then, this used to be one of Flight's biggest weaknesses, so it's great to see the improvement. Also, Flight had a great same-foot layup, especially with his right hand. The ability to get it up quick gave him an advantage over the defense since they didn't have enough time to react. Overall, Flight's footwork definitely improved. I mean, I've never seen Flight hit a step-through layup like this one in my entire 19 years of existence. I like that he was doing way more fakes and looking to counter his shots. Still, that doesn't mean that Flight has areas to improve on his finishes. There's times where Flight does stupid shit like this. He definitely needs to be more consistent with his soft touch at the rim. Also, he needs to limit those running hook shots so he can get easier looks at the rim. Still, I am proud of Flight for shots.
Like, let's be honest, we all act like we don't miss an air ball. We all do that shit. Cameras on, off, we all miss a layup. We all overshoot something, hit a backboard. So I think Flight just do what everybody does. It's just been... Everybody know Flight skills, so they try to put more emphasis on him doing it. I don't do it that much, but
attacking way more to the basket. Those last few games of June is how Flight should play every single time, and I'm looking forward to the upcoming 1v1s. However, Flight's jump shot was a disaster throughout this whole June.
Hey!
Goddamn, hit the fucking rim! Fuck! His mechanics were all over the place and he affected his 3-ball. In fact, Flight had nearly 30 air balls throughout this whole June, which I...
How many 1v1s? You got LSK, you got that guy, you got Baby Ray, you got Kenny, you got Cash, you got Ray. He only had about eight
to about 2 air balls per game. Overall, Flight just had a hard time with consistently holding that follow through. Also, he had a hard time finding that balance between overshooting and not shooting too short. A lot of his shots were hitting back rim, which is just evident that Flight didn't get as much reps as in previous years. However, this easily can be fixed with training. Hopefully, Flight can get back to R2 or even try to train with B. Ellis. I mean, he's the one that got Cash's jumper and handle to be really consistent, so anything could help. If he keeps playing like those last few games of June, I firmly
like 2 months with B. Ellis, probably like twice a week. I know they both busy and they both doing stuff. We'll get a different version of Flight.
I believe that Flight will win way more games. However, in order for him to do so, Flight needs to improve his defense. Part of it was his stamina, but it still doesn't excuse him from the basic fundamentals. Throughout this June, Flight got beat up the dribble way too much.
Flight defensive stance is terrible. He's on the back of his heels. And if anybody know that really plays basketball, you never want to be on the back of your heels because you get the slowest reaction time off the back of your heels. You always want to be like want to be kind of like almost on your toes so you can have a faster reaction time to the defense. Can't be flat-footed.
Allowed his opponents to stay in front of him. That game against Jeff was probably one of the worst displays I've seen defensively. Remember, Flight, you have a long wingspan, so use that to your advantage. I did see that he tried to rip the ball from behind at times, but that's technically still a gamble. It won't be there every time, so I just suggest you to move your feet. Also, when playing against shooters, Flight needs to get up on shots.
I mean, the amount of him And he was still telling him to shoot. No, you want Ray to drive. Get a hand up, Flight. When he go against shooters, he pretty much just let them shoot. He let them go off and have a 60-point game.
Look threes I saw this June was unreal. This was a big reason why Flight started most of his games down by a lot. If he can just try to start games stronger, Flight won't have to fight back every single game and gas himself out. Start strong and learn how to adjust mid-game. Basically, don't let things get out of control. However, I will acknowledge that Flight did occasionally do a decent job protecting the rim. Whenever he was actually in front of the opponent, they had a hard time getting shots up. If Flight can just stay consistent on both ends of the floor, he will be good to go. Remember, Flight, I'm doing this video so you can look at your strengths and weaknesses and get better. I really want you to succeed in this 1v1, so hopefully you can use this video as a guide to future IRLs. Now with all that being said, let's talk about June Flight's 1v1 record and stats from this year. In June of 2024, Flight played a total of 15 1v1 games, and I'm going to count all of them. This includes the 1v1s on LSK's channel as well as the rematch on Royce's channel. With that in mind, Flight had a record of 2-13 with his losses
30 air balls is wild.
Coming against Face Swag, Jidel, LSK twice, GeoWise, Ryan the Crash Dummy, Jeff, Don J, Kenny Shao, Roy twice, Bree Green, and Cash Nasty. His worst game stat-wise was easily against Don J on June 20th of 2024. In that game, Flight shot an awful 16% from the field and 0%
0 for 18?
from 3, as he shot 8 from 50 from the field and 0 of 18 from 3. However, Flight did win 2 games, with those coming against Baby Rich and Kennel Joseph. His best game stat-wise was against Kennel Joseph on June 22nd of 2024. In that game, Flight shot 46% from the field, as he shot 11 from 24 from the field and had 11 points in a victory. Now, if you guys want to see the rest of the stats from the other games, it is on the screen right now. And full
Free Swag 6 for 18, Jadale 6 for 23. Oh my god. LSK 8 for 30. LSK rematch 5 for 33. Oh my god. Baby Rich 5 for 23. The fact that he won the Baby Rich game, he was 5 for 23 is absolutely crazy. GeoY 6 for 19. Crash Dummy 5 for 23. Jill 5 for 21. Don J 8 from 50. Kenny Joe, Joseph, oh my god, 940. Roy 717. So Joseph was his best game, got the highest field goal percentage. Bree 5 for 18. Cash Nasty 8 for 29.
Free to pause the video if you want to see it. Anyways, to conclude this section of the video, Flight had a June record of 2-13, and when you combine this with his all-time record, Flight is now 23 and 112. Now let's talk about June Flight's 1v1 stats from this year. In the 15 games that I researched, Flight attempted a total of 377 shots.
377 shots is wild. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Field and made 96 of them.
Out of 15 games, going to like 11. I would say you should have no more than 120, 130 shots put up.
25 total field goal percentage. From 3, Flight attempted 125 shots, but only made 15 of them, which results in a 3-point field goal percentage. Now let's take a look at June Flight's shot chart from 2024.
That's a lot of red. There's a lot of green down here though, a lot of green in the paint.
I know there's a lot going on right here, so let me break it down. As you see, Flight was pretty efficient around this left block and even some of the right block. Just goes to show that Flight needs to keep attacking the basket. Also, Flight didn't shoot as bad from this right corner. That's where he hit most of his threes, so hopefully Flight just stays in that one spot. And last but not least, Flight shot terribly from the top of the key. I mean, the amount of red right here compared to any other spot is insane. Hopefully Flight can get in the lab soon and work on that jump shot. Now with all that being said, let's compare this June Flight to the previous
years. 24, 16. Oh, 2023 might have been the best flight. 2023 might have been the best flight. Less shots put up. I don't know. Comparing to I don't know how many games he played. It's really based off how many games he played also. Because, like, if he got 68 points But he put up 68 field goals, but he didn't play. I don't know.
As you see, Fly's field goal percentage went down 2% and his 3 went down 9%. However, that doesn't mean that Fly still didn't improve. If you compare them to 2021 and 2022, 2024 June Fly was definitely better. As far as 2020, it's quite similar, but that
3.4. I'm smoking.
Percentage this year really affects him. Now with his shot chart, you can see a lot of similarities as far as the 3-ball. Reds all over.
He played a lot of games in 2023. Looked like almost about the same amount of games. Up here, he didn't play that many games, but looked like he made way more shots in 2020. It's more spread it out.
The place. However, with this 2024 June one, Fly was way more efficient at the rim. 2020 and 2024 look the most familiar ones, which isn't bad at all. As of right now, I'll rank 2024 June Fly as the third best June version. My list is number 1 2023, number 2 2020, number 3 2024, number 4 2022, and number 5 2021. Let me know if you guys agree with this list right here. I think it's pretty accurate if you compare the numbers. Maybe alternate 2020 and 2024 if you want, but 2023 still stands as the best version. And that pretty much concludes this video. Now we know how 2024 June Fly performed in comparison
amazing
to
video. Hey man, y'all let me know if y'all want to see me play fight, bro. I'll reach out to Fly. I'll get him. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be, I'm gonna smoke him, but I know I can beat Fly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can beat Cash Nash, to be honest with y'all. I'm really like that. But I 1v1 coming soon. But y'all, let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Till next time, on game.